Hello, everybody. I'm Meatball.
I'm Barb.
I'm Dre.
We're shooting from 18600 Woolworth, Savvy Events. And today's topic is going to be, should a man be submissive to his woman? Um, Barb, since you the female, let's start off with you. Do you think a man should be submissive to his woman? And if so, why?
Yeah, I do. If she's running the household, if she's the one bringing in all the income and she's the one in charge of everything, yeah, why shouldn't he? A woman does it, so why shouldn't a man do it? I mean, y'all have to make me understand why it's not possible or why it shouldn't be done.
So you think if a man can do something, a woman should be able to do it also?
Yeah, she should be able to be recognized for it. I hear men always say I'm the head of my household. I provide, I do this, I do that, and so, she pretty much should give in to what I request. So, in the same defense to a woman, if a woman is the head of the household and the man is the tail, then why can't the same rules apply?
Okay. Well, Dre, I know you got something to say, but hold on one second, cause I wanna line this up, cause I'm kind of curious. Okay, you said you think if a man can do something, a woman should be able to do it also. So that lets me know you believe in equal opportunity. So
Yeah, some women. Yeah, and you got women out here that cut grass, change tires, shovel snow, do the same thing a man does. I mean, I'm just saying, basically, fellas, why is it that it's always two-sided? Why is it that when a man is the head of the household and the woman is the tail, and he has the right and the ability to call the shots and whatever? So now, if the tables turn and she's the head and he's the tail, why can't it be done the same way?
well, the reason why I don't think it's possible is because I ain't never seen a woman go outside and shovel the snow and a man just look out the window and watch her do it. I ain't never seen a woman get out there and mow the lawn and a man just sit on the porch and a man just sit on the porch and watch her do it. But I have seen flip flop. I have seen a woman stand in the warm, cheer her man on to shovel that snow. And I have seen a woman bring a man out some lemonade while he was cutting the grass. So I don't think, what I believe is frowned upon for a man to sit back and do what people call manly work while a woman, well, by the man, just sit back and observe. That's not socially accepted in this day and time. So I believe 50-50 or a woman taking on a man position is even possible. Because if you think about it, it doesn't sound right. I'm in the house, it got she pull up, well, I pull up in the car and I said, well, baby, my car got a flat. Can you go out there and change my tire? And she get out our bed and go out there and change the tire. You would frown upon that. You'd be like, why he ain't doing it? Because society got it set in our minds that a man should do the work that women don't like to do.
He should, but what I'm saying, Ball, is that you have a lot of women out here that does the same work that a man does. Say, for instance,
if he's not present, though, bro.
If he's not, okay, but if he's not present, say he could be at work, so she goes out there and cut the grass.
No, but that's not the argument.
And shovel the snow. My thing, no, I'm not. I'm fit to wait till you get off work. I'm not going to cut.
See what I'm saying?
How it goes.
I'm not going.
Because you don't want to do it, right?
I'm not going to do it.
But if it's 50-50, if you saying you the head of the household, take charge.
If I'm the head of the household and he ain't doing nothing, and I'm bringing in all the money and I'm providing for our house and him and our children, and he just happens to, say he went to the grocery store, pick up a couple of items. I wrote out a list. So he went to go grab some stuff from the store. Okay.
You go out there and change the tire?
No. He's going to change it.
Okay, now let's flip it. Let's flip that same scenario.
Mm-hmm.
Now, he's the head of the household.
Mm-hmm.
He makes the money.
Mm-hmm.
You, babe, can you go and pick up a few things? Some eggs, milk, whatever.
Mm-hmm.
He at the store shopping. You notice, man, the tire is flat on my car. You're not going to take the lead and go out there and change that tire. No, you're going to sit on your butt, wait till he come back, and you got more chores for him. But if it's 50-50 like you saying, and a woman can take on the same responsibilities as a man, I don't understand the shortcut. I don't understand how in a female's mind, and most females' mind, that it's going to be 50-50 when it's convenient for me. I have a problem with that. Okay. If you're going to take on a man's position, take it on all the way. Not just some or a little bit. Not when it's convenient for you, because men, we lost that position to do things when it's convenient. We have to, a woman call us, listen, this is what's going on. My kid got it don't even have to be his kid. It could be her kid. This got a flat on the freeway where a lot of men lose their life at. He got to risk his life just so he can get along with his woman at the time to go and assist her daughter. Because I guarantee you, if he at work and he call you and say, listen, my daughter got a flat on the freeway, she's not finna get out, leave her house, the safety of her home, and go and assist his daughter on changing the tire. That's not going to happen. She's going to say, call AAA. If his daughter have an altercation with a man, go over there and check on to make sure everything out. She's not doing that. She's going to say, well, what I'm going to do? Do the same thing I would have done since you taking on my role. So to me, it's not even humanly possible for a woman to truly take on a role of a man for a lot of reasons. She don't have the skill, the mindset. There's a lot of tools she just don't have in her toolbox to be able to take on that man role realistically. Now, she can make the money. She can go make the same amount of money as a man and sometimes more, which makes her a financial benefit. But a financial benefit is only useful to a man that needs that.
Okay. So I'm going to say this then. I'm not going to go change a tire. But it's some women
that... Can you think of one?
I mean, I know a couple, but I'm not gonna give out their names. But I know a couple. I know a couple of women.
You know a couple of women that have a man.
That has a man and went out there and shoveled the snow while they man sit in the house.
Was he sick? Was he in a wheelchair?
No, he normal. But they went out there, they shoveled the snow.
And how do you feel about that?
I don't know their relationship, because so that could be something she chooses to do.
If you was a neighbor to that whoever you're talking about, and you looked out the window and you see him look out the window watching her shovel the snow. You will have an opinion about that. And
yes, and I also have a friend that was one time shoveling the snow, and the young man stood on the porch and just watched her shovel the snow.
And what was your opinion about that?
Oh, he was less stuff. I don't know what he was. I'm like, straight
up. Did you think highly of him?
No, and then she shoveled the snow and then exit that person and took that person home. I said, I would have shoveled my snow and went back in the house, and he would have walked home.
See?
How old was this relationship as far as like the guy and the girl? Age 20s, 30s?
No. About 30, mid-30s.
Oh, okay.
Mid-30s. So, Dre, you a man. Have you ever once in your whole life had a woman to take on a man, your responsibilities, gave you the option to fall back as far as physical duties?
Nope. I feel like it's not meant for men to be submissive. That's not ideal for me. I feel like if you're submissive, you're not really a man. Because a man's role is to provide, protect, to go out here, do this and do that. It's like we're the hunters. We come home, bring the lion back, she cook it up, or make sure the kids, and she still work and do all that, but she's not going on the roof, she's not cutting the grass, she's not shoveling snow, she's doing, if, like you said, women that do that. The women that's done that, normally they don't have a man in that household. So they ain't got no choice but to do it anyway. And once they do get a man, and they get to dating somebody and seeing somebody, okay, Kevin, can you come over here and shovel my snow, cut my grass? They only gonna do that to manage till they get from this guy to the next guy. They not gonna just move in, y'all become a couple, and you in there watching TV and they out there slaving and doing all this manly type work. First off, women got a feminine side. They don't want to break their nails. They don't want to have rough manly hands. All this type of labor you talking about that causes their hand to be rough. So they definitely don't want that. You know what I mean? But it's definitely a few women that's out here doing it. But I really think they doing it because they don't have a choice.
And I'm gonna take it a step further. I wouldn't respect a man that fell back like that. If he's that comfortable to fall back like that, that tells me a lot about him, in my opinion. If I see a man, which I have seen men on the freeway, and the woman trying, she's struggling. It's obvious she's struggling. Mm-hmm. I'm not going to assist her because I seen a man in the car. Mm-hmm. Something is wrong.
But y'all also said that y'all don't consider them to be men.
I
don't either.
Okay, so if you don't consider them to be men, what would you label them to be? Because I look at it too as that society has stripped or they are stripping men from being men. Like, you got some men that just really don't know what a man is supposed to be and what a man is supposed to do. I've heard people say, oh, she ain't asked me to help her cut the grass, so I ain't cut it. Or, no, I ain't shoveling the snow because she didn't ask me. See, back in the day, it's things that you did not have to ask. A man knew already what to do. It was put into his structure in his life. He was taught this. This is what he's supposed to do for his family. Nowadays, we don't have that. This is what I'm trying to say. So the reason that I say that a man... why can't the tables turn and you be some... I see you out, you keeping the kids, you washing dishes, you helping kids with the homework. To me, that's being pretty much taking on the role of what a woman used to do.
Okay, you said right now, women are doing all these things, right? And these men have fallen back, right? Mm-hmm. My question to you, who's raising these men?
I don't, women. But let me stop. And the only reason I'm gonna stop is because I do know some men that were raised by women that don't do this. But I'm gonna say women. I'm gonna say the majority of women.
So they pretty much creating their own troubles, right? We talked about this before. I believe a lot of these women creates their own problems. I don't see how, no way possible, and I gave this a lot of thought, that a woman think she's going to be able to raise a boy, a young lady on her own, with balance.
What you saying, without a man?
Without a man.
But it's been done.
Okay, and women are terrible at it.
Who raised you?
My mom raised me.
Your father wasn't around?
No.
Did you turn out to be a good man? You turned out.
Listen,
No. Answer the
question to you is no. I had to go to counseling for 6 years because at 30 years old, I didn't know what the fuck. I didn't know my identity. I was terrible. But long as I stayed between Linwood and Dexter.
But you had uncles too, right?
As long as I stayed between Linwood and Dexter, I was considered normal. When I started hanging around my other friends, something was wrong, obviously. So when you say that my mom do a good job, she did the best she can. But was it good enough? No. As long as I stayed between Linwood and Dexter.
Okay.
So I think women do a terrible job.
Now, who raised you?
Streets.
No women, no.
My uncles raised me, but they died when I was very, very young. So the streets raised me. And okay. I think any type of sense of normalcy around men, it's going to come from being around other men. Like, you can't have a woman to raise a boy into a man if he don't have no other men in his life. And in my situation, I didn't have a man in my life. So I went off everything in the neighborhood. We kind of raised each other.
Like wolves.
Like wolves.
Mm.
So now you got young men being raised similar to animals. Mm-hmm. So we have an animal mentality.
Exactly.
You got to think, it's nothing. Once I reached the age of 15, it ain't nothing my mama could have told me. It's nothing she can teach me. Whatever I knew at that point, that's what I stood on. She don't know what it's like to be no man. She don't know what it's like to sit up here, you trying to get you some sex out of this girl, and what is the format to approaching a woman?
But you had access to men. Am I right?
I don't consider them as men.
Okay.
If you ask me who is my role model as a man, I'm gonna tell you I ain't got one. I can't think of a man that I could sit back. Yes, it was my cousin. My cousin had dated a man, Terry. He was a role model to me, but once they broke up, he was gone. But he stood on.
So you consider nobody within your family?
No. You ain't gotta finish that. No.
Wow.
Okay. Men in my family, they lived off women. Every man that I can think of, they lived off women, or if they wasn't living off a woman, everything they did was for a woman.
So when you say that, every man that you know within your family lived off women. So to a certain degree, would you say they were to you, as you seen them as you were growing up, was it any type of submissive that you saw being submissive to the women, or were they in control, still living off the woman, or was the woman still submissive to them, although she provided?
No. It was a kind. It was a game.
Oh, it was a game for them. Okay.
You know what? They did what they had to do to get what they wanted.
Okay.
But they was not finna go to work. So yeah, a lot of men in my family dated married women. So they was the side nigga. So yeah, she took care of them. Shut up. You a young nigga, I'm an older woman. I'm going to go ahead and shoot you this and buy you this, help you with your rent. Same role as a man would take on for if he was dating a younger woman. Same thing.
So he was, regardless of the situation.
He was a piece of meat to her. He was exposable to her.
But he didn't follow whatever rules.
Yeah, but that's not a man. Okay. What we're talking about is, would a man submit to his woman? I'm telling you, no. Wouldn't no man give his kingdom away to a woman? She can be his queen and stand by his side, but he ain't finna bow down to her.
That's the sense of his identity.
That's right.
In charge.
So if he give his kingdom to her, who is he? You question him. Like if you see a man watching a woman up on the roof, stripping the roof, you're going to say, what the fuck is going on here? You're going to question everything because it don't even look right. Mm-hmm. If I see a woman working on a man's car because it won't start, I'm going to be like, damn, baby.
But they could do it, and they do it.
Ain't nothing wrong with them doing it.
It's something wrong with he standing watching her play his role. That's what I got a problem with. I don't think that's the natural way. And I think women that accept that, I think they are terrible women. I don't even consider them women because you don't even know your role. If you think it's okay for you to take on a man role, something is wrong with you.
Well, it's something wrong with a lot of women then, Bob.
That's what they got counseling for.
Because it's a lot of women that find nothing wrong with taking on a man's role. And actually, it gives them some type of clarity to a certain degree of being able to be in control. So now I'm in control. So now I'm the one who know how to fix on a car, or I'm the one, you don't even know how to change a tire. You don't even know how to, so you got a woman who knows how to do everything that you should know how to do. But who raised that woman? A woman, right?
9 times out of 10, no. That means she was taught. I can't think of too many women that could teach a woman a man's role. Only way you will learn a man's role is from who? A man. So if you telling me her mama taught her how, if you saying a female's mother taught her how to take on a man's duties, I'm going to question that. Because that means, how did the mama learn that? It's not normal for a woman to pursue men's skills. If you look at what women go to college for, it's not mechanics, it's not plumbing, it's not electrical, it's not roofing, it's not none of the things that men pursue. Women go to college for things, communication, business, law.
Nursing.
They taking stuff that's clean. They want to go to work clean and they want to come home clean. They don't want to be dirty, nasty.
So for the women that are out here that are plumbers and electricians and engineers and out there doing construction, then there's nothing wrong with them, right?
Oh wait, they're considered, first of all, rare. So when something is rare, you never focus on what's rare because it's obviously different.
Right.
So it's something
but it's also something that we as women have always been told that you can't be a mechanic, you can't be a plumber, you can't be an engineer, because these are jobs that were created for men. So women couldn't go into these fields and do these type of things. So now, like you said, women were into nursing, women were into business and stuff like that. So now we got men that's going into nursing, but we got women that's going into plumbing, engineering. What I'm trying to say is that society is changing the role. So when the role changes, to me,
you're supposed to give it to it.
The concept,
I'm telling you, no. I'm going to stand on.
I understand what you're saying, but what I'm not saying your opinion is wrong, but what I'm trying to say is that the roles are changing. The concepts of who should be in control and who shouldn't be in control is changing. So that means that women are running things and men are bowing down. I'm not saying all.
Hey, listen,
and y'all can strip them from being men. Y'all can call them laid bags, or y'all can call them pussycats, or whatever y'all want to call them.
And
but it is some men when you walk in the house, they
doesn't make it true.
They in the basement folding up clothes.
I'm telling you, if we
they washing dishes.
Is this on TV?
No, this is real life.
No, and who life?
This is real life.
What mechanic you know that's a woman?
This is real life where you can walk
what woman you know that's a plumber?
I don't know any.
You don't know none.
I do know some young girls that's going to school for that.
Okay, graduate.
But I don't know that. But what I'm saying, you got some men down there that's folding up clothes, wash. Now,
what you think about that?
Wrong with that? I fold.
Well, you would fold up your own shit. Yeah, but if you see a man,
this is what he's doing. He's cleaning. He's cooking. He's washing clothes.
And where's the woman at?
She at work or she's watching
TV. Okay, hold on.
Do he got a job?
No, but once again, society has built it up where y'all not roles have changed. Roles may not have changed.
But I don't understand what you're saying. Are you saying a man takes on a woman role like he's a stay-at-home mom?
Yeah.
Okay.
And it's a whole lot of them.
Now let me tell you this.
A lot of them.
Just because a man is a stay-at-home mom or a stay-at-home husband, that does not mean he's fall under his wife's or girlfriend's authority.
Why not when I have to fall under his authority if I was a stay-at-home mom?
Because let me tell you why.
He's a stay-at-home hustler, not a mom.
First of all,
he's the shit out of her.
Well, first of all, it made financial sense. If a man is dating a woman and she got a law degree and she's a lawyer, she's making $200,000 a year, and he can go get a job making $40,000-$50,000 a year, it's common sense for him to stay home. It makes financial sense to stay home. First of all, that don't mean that he's less than a man because he's playing a role. It just makes financial sense. Still, when the money come in, he's going to make the big decisions. Just because a woman makes the money, that does not mean
so you gonna make decisions on my. No, you didn't look. So you gonna tell me you gonna make decisions on the money that I make?
If I'm your man,
no.
If I'm your man. You gonna do what I tell you to do,
I'm not.
Or you will be single.
Oh, I guess I'll be single.
That's right. I got no problem with telling the chick.
I don't have no problem. Because you not gonna. How you gonna tell me?
Because I'm your man, and you gonna do. You gonna do what I request of you, or you will be single.
Well, you make no sense.
I make perfect sense.
No, you don't make sense at all.
What you think?
Because if you make $200,000 and I make $40K, I can't tell you how to do your money because wait, let me finish.
But I'm the king.
Let me finish. You say you're the king. Okay, so now. I'm making $200,000.
The money doesn't make you a king. How much money you make does not make you the king.
My money makes me in control of my life and my destiny, and I'll be damned if you tell me how to do my money while you at home cooking some oatmeal and folding up some clothes.
And that's why me and you ain't together.
And we will never be.
That's right. Because I'll be damned if a woman thinks she finna be like, oh, sweetie, we're moving. I'm going to say, damn, when you talking about where's my money? Nah.
I don't gotta talk it over with you. I'm $200K. You ain't even in my bracket.
That's right. So you know what?
Oh, okay.
You should have thought about that before we start having kids.
And I did.
Because I'm going to leave you, and I'm going to take the kids, and you're going to pay me child support. I'm going to.
How you gonna take the kids?
Because I'm the one that raised them.
How you taking them?
And under Michigan new law, a man, as long as the mother acknowledge him as the father, it's 50-50 now.
Oh, you get joint custody.
Now, that's right.
Well, joint custody don't mean I have to pay child support. Joint custody.
If I'm leaving,
joint custody means that you just basically
tell
take
me
care
when
of
a woman was raising her kids. You tell me one time when a woman was raising her kids in a house and the man went to work and the kids went with the man. Never. Never, ever.
But you're not
so the same thing is going to apply now because it's 50-50.
Well, joint custody.
I like 50-50.
Yeah, you can love all the 50-50 you want, but you ain't going to tell me how to do my money.
Yeah, but you'll be... And that's the problem that I have with women. They think their education gives them value. You think because you went to school and you can make all this money, now, hold on. Okay. Now you thinking you can sit up here and run shit based off what you making.
Okay, now I'm gonna speak for myself.
Mm-hmm.
I don't think that my education is allowing me to do anything. It's reality and facts of that it's my money that I go out there and work for and I bust my butt for. And if I'm at $200K, I deserve and I've worked for that. Nobody else has done that but me. So if I say, hey, we fit to move and I'm going to buy a house, I don't have to talk to you about anything.
Dang.
Nothing.
Y'all hear it?
I don't have to speak to you
this
about
is why
anything.
Men does not value women off their education.
And honestly, to keep it real
and
with
if you got a woman that's full of education, this is what you look out for. She's going to feel like she's going to be able to tell you, since she's make the money, how you're going to live.
And to the men out there, I disagree. I'm telling you, I'm in control of whatever I make. And no man is going to tell me how to spend my money. And no man is going to ask me, why didn't I speak to him about my income when he makes below poverty compared to what I'm making anyway?
He don't have a job.
Well, if he ain't got a job, he
and
really
that's
ain't.
why,
all he going to do is pack up them suitcases.
I tell guys, you put your foot on their throat. When she's making all kind of money, you put your foot on her throat and don't let her get no leeway, because soon as she get going, this is the end. This is what you're going to get. Shut up. We're doing this, and you better just be glad you coming along for the ride.
Thank you. It's a
Terrible.
gift. It's a gift, like a man to say to a woman. It's a privilege that you even have the right to go with.
Yeah, but who's your protector though?
Well, he's supposed to be. Might be.
Yo, I'm not protecting a woman like that.
Might be the Glock.
I would never protect. I would not protect no woman.
It might be that Nina in the closet.
I'm a bow down to her because she make more money than me.
It may be Nina, that Glock. I don't know at this point.
Well, you know what? I'm gonna tell you
know how to shoot nowadays.
I'm gonna tell you this.
I'm my protector.
It all sounds good until it's time to get behind that trigger.
Hey.
Every time a situation occur, a woman always find her way to that phone to find a man. It will be a cousin, an uncle, a daddy, a boyfriend, or a husband.
And they may call and say, hey, I'm in a situation, but I can guarantee you, if she had to protect her kids and pull that trigger, and he's sitting over there, she gonna pull that trigger. She's gonna pull it.
Yeah, might shoot herself.
What? All women.
She might shoot herself. Yeah, that's because the person.
Let Dre get
that's because a woman can pull the trigger, like I keep saying. That don't make her own protector. Some women do things out of fear.
Oh, okay.
I'm not saying it can't be done. I'm not saying a woman can't be a mechanic. I'm not saying a woman can't be a plumber. I'm saying it's rare.
It is.
A lot of women don't even really want to get in that field.
Yeah.
You have the rare few that's going to get in that field. But as far as getting dirty, with that plumbing and all that shit, climbing up under people's sinks, all up under the trapways and all that, a lot of women don't want to do that.
Okay, so
you have a few people.
Okay, so you heard what he said. Now tell me your feedback on how you would feel if the woman was making $200K.
No, that's what he bowed down.
That's not what you said.
I'm not going to bow down.
That's not what he said. He said that she would have to be able to come to him, and he's in control to tell her what to do with her money.
See, me, I'm not looking at it as far as what to do with her money. To me, it's just out of respect. If I'm supposed to be your man, I'm supposed to be the head of the household, regardless.
But she said you can't be the head of the household if she making more money than you. You got to shut up and follow. If she say,
I don't care what a woman make. I'm the head of every household I've ever
that's all I'm saying. Ain't no man gonna bow down to what you're saying.
Say no man you know.
I said a man. If you look up the word man, it has a meaning.
Okay.
Forget just because a man got hair on his face or he big, that don't make him a man. So what make him a man is his statue. It's the meaning behind the word. He got to live up to the meaning of the word man.
So if you met a man that told you, hey man, I don't see nothing wrong with it, what's the problem?
Okay, once again, if you look up the word man, he won't fit that description. Mm-hmm. If a man come and tell me, well, listen here, man, I don't see nothing wrong with, you know what I'm saying, letting my woman, you know, use toys on me and do all kind of stuff. I'm going to say, no, I'm going left. I'm going left
real left.
Because I'm going to tell you, just because he's saying he a man, I'm going to say, you say she what? I'm going to say, okay, man, you know, good luck with that. And I'm going to walk off. Mm. We can't even have a conversation because it's starting off wrong. Like you saying, a woman making 200, she running shit. No, baby, only thing you're doing is you're in a position to make more money than me. That's it.
No,
that's it.
If he makes nothing at all.
Shut up and be quiet.
Nothing. No, he don't. He ain't got much say so.
That's like if I'm making $200K a year and I got a woman and we got kids. I say I come home one day, baby. Start packing stuff up. We moving.
But that's what you do.
No. I would never do that.
But you say you're in control.
I am in control.
You're the king.
But okay.
So if the king come in and say,
I never told you I was disrespectful.
That ain't disrespectful.
It is disrespectful. You
went and found the house and said, baby, we
No. First of all, we're going to go look at the house. Oh. We're going to check out. No. I'm going to tell you. We're going to check out the school system. We're going to sit up here, check out the neighborhood that we're going to be living in. Like Dre said, it's going to be a conversation. This is the kind of stuff women do. You make emotional decisions. You know what? I want to move. That house looking nice. This is a nice. You went to visit your friend and seen where she live at night. You want to move over there. So you know what? You took your money and bought the house, and now we just moving. I'm telling you that's bullshit. And I'm going to tell you that, you know what, baby, you go ahead, because that's an eye opener for me. I'm going to say, baby, you go ahead and move. You and the kids, y'all go ahead, but I'm gone. I'm going down to the courts.
Yeah, that means you ain't got no respect for me if you're just making these decisions without even, running across me.
And a woman making more money makes her disrespectful. Just like what you just said. That's a sign of a disrespectful woman.
No, it's not.
Well, Dre, would you respect your woman if she made $200,000 and she did what she said?
How am I being disrespectful to anybody who's bringing nothing into my household?
But y'all had a plan.
Do I have a job at all?
Nothing.
You a stay-at-home dad.
You don't have nothing. Just like if I was a stay-at-home mom.
I'm not gonna be a stay-at-home dad, so that won't even relate to me.
But if I was a stay-at-home dad, only thing that did it made financial sense for me to stay at home where I can raise our kids.
Daycare.
Okay, but I don't want a daycare raising my kids.
Okay, what if they all in school and you still at home?
Okay, well now you change, you're moving the goalposts.
I'm just
saying. And this
is
what women do.
They grow up.
This is what women do to prove their point. They move the goalposts. I'm saying if we got kids, it makes better. Okay, I don't want daycare raising my kids. Oh. Just like most men prefer their kids not to be in daycare. And that's why usually when a woman have a child, a man will usually take care of everything the first couple of years so the woman can stay at home and raise their kids properly.
Oh, and this is in what century? This century?
This is now.
Right now?
But you got these women raising these boys now. Good luck with them even getting a job.
Well, I look.
The problem starts with a lot of these women and it ends with a lot of these women. You see your way of thinking? You would tell your son, listen, I'm making the money. So you need to do what the woman say that's making the money.
First off, no.
You messed him up.
First off, understand this. I would never tell my child that. I wouldn't even raise my child to be that type of way.
But you gonna tell me it's okay for you to treat a man like that, though?
Yeah, because he ain't got no money. Now, my child, first off, he ain't even to live. He ain't even to live off.
Listen, you're not making no sense.
My child not about to even live off of a woman. So any guy to me that lives off of a woman in the basement, washing clothes, dishes, folding up clothes, and you don't have an income, be quiet, because that's how men look at women. They want women to be quiet. Shut up. Where's your money at? You don't have a right to request a BMW when you don't even got a job. So if you go buy me a Malibu and I said, well, babe, I wanted a BMW, you go tell me be grateful for what you got, because I have nothing.
Okay.
So how am I?
Once again, you're moving the goalpost.
No, I'm giving you facts.
You're changing.
Of how I'm giving you facts of how men like to be in control.
But I'm completely comfortable with this. I'm used to this.
Whatever.
We can do this all day.
Whatever.
If I did the same thing to a female that you say you would do to a male, you know what? I'll get called all kind of names. If I sit up here, if I came home one day and I told my woman, listen, pack your stuff, we moving. We finna move to Texas. She gonna say, wait a minute. She don't even know what to say. But since a woman do it
for her to say she ain't got nothing no way, let me say it when you ain't got nothing, you just shut up and roll with it.
No.
Yeah, I agree.
No.
Do you? Do you?
Hey, Dre,
you ain't got nothing going on.
What you
I'm
got
paying
to
for
say?
everything. You can't
Dre,
tell me
so you
shit.
telling me if you making $200,000 a year, your woman is a stay-at-home mom, it's okay for you to one day come home. We moving to Florida.
It could be for financial reasons.
But you have a conversation
No,
first.
you don't have to have a conversation.
You don't have to, but I would.
You would, but you don't have to, correct?
But let me clear this up. I believe the day and time, the way money is, the inflation, how fucked up it is, you need 2 incomes at all times. So I would never be in a position where I'm a stay-at-home dad, she a stay-at-home mom. If I was like you and my child, I didn't want my child to go to daycare. She got brothers and sisters. I'll pay one of them nephews or nieces, somebody gonna watch my child where I feel like she's gonna be safe and comfortable. But we need 2 incomes at all times. Because I might get sick and fall on hard time, and she been depending upon me. Now she gotta carry me, the child, and her.
Okay, and this is as a man, you have a plan.
Right.
So if I'm making $200,000 a year, I'm not going to take my whole $200,000 and blow it every year.
Right.
If I'm making $200,000 a year, I'm going to save 50 of it.
Right.
So you got to think, if I got a 10-year run, do the math. I'm good.
Right.
So if whatever happened, we're good.
Right.
That's a man. Now, I can't say the same about a woman. I know women that make 100 and something thousand and they always broke. You know why?
Bad.
They got Chanel purses, 7,000. They got Gucci, 3,000. Louis Vuitton, 5,000. They got shoes that cost 1,500. They drive nice cars. They buy their kids all the name brand shit they shouldn't have. They spend it as they make it.
Exactly.
They not thinking about how a man think. We think about later. Women think about right now.
Yeah, I agree.
So the mindset is completely different.
Right.
If a woman's with me, I'm going to tell her, listen, baby, this is what we're going to do. I'm going to tell her what we're going to do. It's going to make good sense. If I'm making, I'm saying, listen here,
it's going to
baby,
make good sense to you.
I'm going to give her allowance. She's going to get, if I'm making $200,000 and my woman is a stay-at-home, and I done it.
Oh, okay.
So I can say this. When my kids was born, my baby mama didn't work for 2 years. She stayed at home because you know what my biggest concern, at that time, my biggest asset was my kids.
Okay.
So I wanted to make sure whoever's going to be taking care of them, see them the same way I see them. And who was that? They mom. Mm-hmm. She stayed at home. She did take very good care of my kids when they were small. Mm-hmm. So I was happy. I can go out and make some money now, and then I can come home. I'm not worried about my kid being touched, molested, or, they're missing for a period of time. Nobody know what happened, or they hungry. I come home, they nasty boogers in their nose. Mm-hmm. Everything it costs. It's so many kids now. When you put them in these, a lot of these daycares, they don't get proper treatment. Your kids come home, they got bite marks on them. Mm-hmm. They got all kind of shit going on. Your kids, you know that your kid ain't eating. It's too much going on. And my kid got to at least be able to talk before somebody to take care of my kid. Because I'm asking, what happened to you? He gonna tell you. When I was at school, the teacher, and I know who to get together. Mm-hmm. But when they 6 months, they can't tell you nothing.
Well, all of that is a great thing, and thank God you had a decent baby mother, and she did it. But nowadays, you don't know who to trust. You got fathers that hurt their kids. You see what I'm saying? So who are you really putting your trust? You got family members that hurt your kids. You went to work. I left him with my uncle. Come back, he unconscious. I mean, so
if you understand,
it's just I understand what you're saying too.
I said the mom and dad. I'm talking in my household. I can't control nobody else's household but
what
mine.
I'm saying, the risk is you taking a risk either way.
No, I'm not.
Well, no, you're not. But
I'm not going to take a risk. If in my household, my whole thing, I always preach one thing. Structuring your home. I don't care about what's going on around the corner at my mama's house, my brother's house.
Was able to follow
my
structure.
thing is, baby, this is what we go do.
Well, she wasn't that bad of a woman.
When the kids get here, I'm going to give you allowance. A woman need to go buy her woman things. She need money to buy things that she just want as a person. So my job is, I'm going to provide that for you because I'm saving on daycare. Mm-hmm. I'm worry free. Mm-hmm. The biggest thing that a man always wants is peace. I can't go to work and function at a high level if I'm worried about what the fuck going on with my kids. Mm-hmm. So it's my best interest to keep that woman there. And I'm going to pay her. I know it's not considered pay, but I'm going to give her allowance because she still need to feel pretty. She still need to feel sexy. She still got her own needs.
But it ain't a lot to think like you.
Well, it's definitely not going to be a lot because my thing, I feel like too much time on your hand, women tend to get into trouble. So I couldn't be like that because I'm always going to be thinking about the kids. I'm going to be thinking about who the fuck over there when I ain't there. Well, that's when all the bullshit go on.
Oh, you got
that PU got feet. It can walk wherever it want to walk. But usually when the kid, from the time it comes out the woman's womb till it get maybe 3-4 years old, that's usually the woman primary
cheat time.
Well, that's what she want to focus on, the kids. It's hard taking care of kids, especially if you got 2-3 that's little. She always changing diapers. She always cleaning something. They always fucking up shit. Mm-hmm. So she working. By the time she look up, you coming through the door. You just worked 8-10 hours. She ain't never stopped working.
I'm going to give you a scenario. I was dating a chick. This was it was a long time ago. None of my kids was even born at the time. I didn't even have kids. She had a child. That baby wasn't even 4 months old. Brought the baby over, put the baby in the bed, and them jumping right off the top rope.
So you came to her house or she came to yours?
She came to my crib.
See, that's the difference. See, that's the difference.
See, my thoughts is I don't want no. I don't.
So you think that's that type of woman? She disrespect herself. She ain't even all the way healed up right.
But she disrespected her child too,
But you see what I'm saying?
We was in the same bed.
So you think, yeah?
And you was terrible.
And you wasn't holding her up, was you? You wasn't taking it easy.
Hell no. You was the little baby about 2-3 months.
That's right. So you rocked the baby to sleep.
You didn't put the baby on the couch.
You don't see. Brian, what you don't understand? Men don't sympathize with other men kids. We don't sympathize with them. If I can come over and bend a chick over a couch and the baby on the couch, I'm not going to just hit it easy so I don't wake the baby or don't rock the couch. I'm still going bananas. If the baby wake up when I leave, put him back to sleep. It's on her. That's why I'm sitting up here saying, women, whenever you want children, first of all, you got to choose a certain type of woman. Just because she's able to have a kid, that don't mean she's the choice for you. Some women likes to do
like you said yourself, though, the choice ain't made. Most people get babies on their first rock up.
I don't even mess with certain type of women.
So you.
I don't like wild women. I don't like women that think it's okay to do what she want to do. I don't like them type of women. If you see me with a type of woman, you already know what's going on. Just off. You see my demeanor.
I ask you a question. Okay, hold on. You just fucking with a chick. Y'all not in a relationship or nothing. How long do it take for you to not wear protection?
For me not to wear protection?
Yeah.
Probably a year.
Okay. So you really don't even know a person in a year. So she gets.
But my pull-out game is awesome.
So within a year, how many times do you wear protection within that year with that girl?
Well, I don't have meaningless sex. I don't just have sex just because it's available to me. I don't want meaningless sex. I have meaningful sex.
Like this in the last
year. You're right. But once again, Drake, I went to counseling too for 6 years. Right. My mind is right. So it's kind of hard when I'm talking. If I'm talking to a regular dude that just regular, he don't understand my logic. He don't understand where I'm coming from. See, I'm a nigga that educated myself financially. I educated myself physically. And I love me. Mm-hmm. I love me more than anybody.
Right. You're supposed to.
So I'm not finna just take what a person giving me.
Okay, now let me ask you this. You said you don't like meaningless sex or whatever. The thing is this, you can't control when your shit get hard.
You're right.
So what happens when your shit get hard and your girl ain't around?
Listen, my shit get hard at work. That don't mean I'm going to just pull something close. No, I get myself together, okay? It's a man thing, right?
Right.
If I ain't had none in about 5-6 days, it might just get kind of semi. Right. You know what I'm saying? But I say, okay, let me pick up the phone. What you doing when I get off? And we get that together. We handle that. Okay. So I don't deal with women that question why you calling me or why you. I say, can I get some pussy? That's how I talk. Because everybody knows what some pussy is. Right. So I don't have to say, well, baby, can I get some cookie? Or, can we do a late night? I'm not doing none of that bullshit. I'm going to say what it is because it's communication.
Understand.
Yeah, you understand me, I understand you, so we're communicating. You know what a pussy is, So back to what you were saying, Dre, I don't have meaningless sex because I don't want to take what anybody giving me. I'm not that type of dude. Not no more. I used to be like every other man. I cheated on everybody. I went from the time I was I started having sex, I think I was about 10, 11 years old. I cheated 12, 13, I was cheating. I cheated all my life. I had my first child.
What age do you consider cheating?
Being in a relationship is
at 10, 11, 13. What a relationship?
See, Barb, you wasn't having sex when you was 12.
What a relationship is you in at 10, 11, and 13?
Hey, listen, I seen how my mom did with her boyfriend. Listen, I like you, you like me. That means we do the oochie coochie. That's what it means. If you like me and I like you, that equals oochie coochie. Now, once we do the oochie coochie, I'm daddy and you mama. We go together. If I see you liking somebody else, we got a problem.
Oh, okay.
You see how that works? That's when you're 12, around 12. When you get around 16, the conversation get upgraded. Now listen, we fucking around. You know we fucking around. Who is that nigga? You don't like it? Dun-dun. It's different. Excuse me, Brian. Once you get in your 20s,
do not laugh.
Once you get in your 20s, Greg, you know I'm telling the truth. Once we get in our 20s, now we sitting down, we talking. You break the agreement, it's going to be a physical altercation on both parts. Now, in our 20s, sometimes the woman is more aggressive than the man. She's stealing on him first. Mm-hmm. So now we're fighting more. Once you get in your 30s, you start using your brain. You start saying, well, listen here, baby. We're going to sit up and come to an agreement. If I'm going to have, we in a relationship and I was to cheat on you, I'll come to you and tell you that, you know what, maybe we should break up. It's different. In your 40s, you graduated from all the bullshit. In your 40s, you start saying, I'm not accepting certain shit.
Mm-hmm. You should.
You set.
You should.
The boundaries is well in place in your 40s.
It should be.
And that's all I'm saying.
I agree.
I don't want can't no woman just come on me and rub my penis. I'm going to knock her on the floor. Because now she violated me. Because if I just went and grabbed a woman's vagina, I'm going to jail. So what make her any better than me? Yeah, a woman can't just grab me on my booty and laugh and think it's cute. It's going to be consequences.
I had a woman grab my shit before, back when it used to be called the Blue Note. It's Club Celebrity now, but this was back when it was the Blue Note.
Oh, yeah.
They was still selling food. So I went up there, had some pajamas on and shit. So I ain't had nothing on. Probably pajama pants. Walked through. She grabbed my shit. I smacked that bitch. What the fuck? But I always liked her because she used to be a waitress at the Brass Key. But just for a woman to grab you like that shit kind of fucked with me. I ain't never just had been violated. I actually felt violated.
Well, it actually makes you feel less than a man.
Yeah.
Because men like to pursue a woman. That turns us on. I don't want no woman pursuing me.
That shit threw me off, dog.
If a woman pursue me, it's a good chance. You know what I'm saying? She won't get the prize. You know what I'm saying? She won't get the gold. She has to settle for the bronze. She ain't getting the gold. She too
So
anxious.
we do agree to disagree. We all have different opinions upon a man being submissive to a woman.
Well, a woman.
We agree with that.
Well, I believe any logical man, not mama's boy, not a man that's a guy that's looking for a free meal or looking out for a handout. A lot of guys that tolerate the behavior you talking about, he just happy to be there. He want to drive her car because he ain't got one.
And that's the best thing.
So now with you saying that, why did you put me on front and say what you just said? What you said when I said that he has no reason to call shots on anything that I made? Why was that wrong? When he's just happy to be there, and I'm treating him like he should be privileged to be there.
He's not a man though.
Well, whatever, lollipop you want to call him, a popsicle.
Well, let's call him a mama's boy.
Mama's boy, whatever you want to call him.
If you chose to date a mama's boy, I'ma look down on you. I'm like, why are you fucking with that nigga?
But she don't care because she getting everything she wants.
Controlling
There's a lot of women doing that.
And isn't that the same thing as a man? He gets
but that's not a man, Dre. So you agreeing that a man would sit up here, first of all,
I'm not agreeing that a man would do that. You got to think the average woman don't want a real man. They want a dude they can control, that she can call shots and all that. And some want a real man. It's very few, but he's not going to be the one that's doing that. He's going to be the one calling all the shots.
And he's going to be the one she has to compromise with. And we have a lot of women that like to be in control. Why? I don't know. Some women just like to be in control because
they like to belittle a man. That's why.
That's part of
I'm not gonna even say too much. I'm not gonna say it's too much of a belittle. I think that's going. I think that's going a little deep to say belittling him. I think you just got.
You want him to shut the fuck up and do what you say. What else can that be? You belittling a man.
So men belittle women.
No.
You agree?
No.
Because you have men out here, y'all can't tell me no, because you got men out here that's doing it. Shut the fuck up and do what I
them
said.
Niggas must got a lot of money then. Ain't no nigga that ain't got
Shut
no
up,
money.
don't say nothing. But if you have nothing, Dre, a little money don't. If you ain't got nothing, a pot to piss in, nowhere to go, no home to go, I have nowhere to go. This man provided me with a home, a roof over my head. He feeds my children. I have nothing but a high school education. I should be pleased to be with him, like he said, and bow down to him and say to him,
you won't bow down to feeding your kids.
So why in the hell can't the same concept
because you ain't taking care of his kids,
baby
you
mama
ain't taking
boy,
care of his
whatever
kids.
Y'all call him.
He gonna find another you.
That's not what I'm saying.
I feel it's the exact same thing, but the only difference is he's not a man, because a man is not.
Okay, and I said you can call him a lollipop.
You call him anything but a man. He's not a man.
Mama's boy.
Okay, so
she raised him. She must screwed him up. She fucked him up, so we gonna call he's a mama's boy.
I know young men that were raised by their mothers that are men.
Well, I'm not saying all
so
people,
I'm not gonna say
all
that.
guys that was raised by their mom ain't shit.
Okay, now that's what you
I'm
should
telling
say.
you, percentage wise, they ain't shit. 80% of the men that was raised by their mom will go to prison. Will go to jail. We'll see some behind some bars at some point in their life. Because she can't teach them the social skills he need as a man.
And see, this is where me and you clash with each other, because you speak off statistics and I speak off reality and realistic. It's the same thing that can happen in a household with somebody who grew up in a household with two parents. They said, wait, let me finish.
Tell me how many men you knew that was raised by their mom and they didn't go to jail. I'll wait.
Okay, I know people who was raised by their mom and dad.
Okay, that ain't what I asked you though.
But that's not the point. But I'm
tell me how many men you know that was raised by a single mom and they haven't been to jail. I'll wait.
Oh, I know a lot.
Name one.
You said that haven't.
Yeah, I named one. I said, remember
I don't.
You can't.
I don't know too many.
Thank you. So you proved my point for me.
I don't know too many. But I do know ones that was raised by both parents. So I think it's equal. I think it's to me, it's the decisions that you make that sometimes often get you in the predicaments that you're in. It's not always your mama's fault, because at some point in your life you grow up, boy, and you have to be held accountable for your own decisions.
Yeah, but if you
so
don't
how
know
your mother
better,
raised you,
it's
once
the tools.
Listen, let me finish. Once you reach a certain age, mama's no more involved in your life. So
What age is that?
I said when you get about, to me, I said about I say about 19, 20.
Okay.
So from 19 on, whatever decisions you make after that is your fault.
Okay.
It has nothing to do with your mom. So you may not have went to jail or prison until you was.
Oh, I got her, Dre. I'm gonna let her finish.
23 or 24 years old. What the hell they got to do with me?
Okay, now you never got the tools. You never showed him what he needs to apply in his life
I could
to
have
prevent.
said to you, Dre.
You can't say nothing to a young man. You have to teach.
Don't sell drugs.
This is the problem women make. They tell boys shit. Men teach boys. We teach them.
Teach me how to do something else outside of selling dope. Leave me with a little money to start some type of business.
And you broke.
Or some type of hustle, so I won't have to sell dope. But the 9 times out of 10, everybody tell you that don't sell dope, don't do this and that. They was always broker than the motherfuckers that sold drugs. You got to think, back in our generation when we came up, the niggas that sold dope was making more than the doctors, the lawyers, the judges, the actors, the basketball players.
Niggas making $10,000 a day.
So how can we sit here and say, oh, don't do drugs and don't do this and be a lawyer when this motherfucker, a lawyer, make maybe $100,000 a year back in them time, and this dude making $100,000 out of one spot every day?
And you know, and you got a pocket full of food stamps trying to tell me what I need to do to make some money. That don't register to a young boy.
Who got it? You say... So,
I'm saying his mom, his single mom that chose to take welfare, and the biggest clause in welfare, no men can be present
in this house.
It's a con, because you take the man out the household, the children are doomed. And what do women do? Take the welfare. They take the food stamps.
My father didn't grow up in my household, and I wasn't.
Well, once again, your father was a small percentage, but he still took care of your mom. He still took care of you. He still took care of children that wasn't his. So he's rare. I'm talking about average. I'm talking about most.
Mm-hmm.
Most women, how can my mama tell me not to sell drugs and I'm hungry?
Mm-hmm.
How can my mama tell me don't sell drugs and, you know, my shoes, I done had these same shoes for the last year. Everybody else getting shoes every 3-4 days.
Well, I did know. I will say that a lot of people that I knew that did sell drugs grew up in different environments, different outcomes. They wanted the latest shoes. They wanted to wear the latest coats and jackets and jewelry and things like that. And they couldn't get it because their mom couldn't provide it. So they picked the streets. And then I also know, too, that some mothers never said don't do this because now the money's coming in. It's not just benefiting me, it's benefiting the household. So now he's carrying on and taking a little bit of weight off the mother. But like I say, you could go all through your life.
So who's running the household? Thank you.
Well,
the child.
Yeah, pretty much
so,
the child.
So now we're talking about, is women capable, should be the structure of the home. It's still no. They don't have the tools. They can make the money. But look what women do with the money.
I believe
women fucks the money up.
They have the tools, but women are nurturers. I think they have them.
Yeah, but you don't need to nurture no 16-year-old boy. You don't need to nurture no 15-year-old boy. Right. Once he comes
nowadays, you don't need to nurture none of a 15-year-old girl.
So why they keep doing it?
Same way. Okay, I hear people say this, and I'm not getting off the subject. I don't want to get off the subject. But I hear people say this. Mm-hmm. My child is nothing like me when I was younger. Mm-hmm. That, to me, makes me feel some type of way. Because think about it. Your child can't be like you because your child has never experienced the things that you've experienced in life. How many of y'all kids know about roaches? Y'all got kids, right?
My kids don't know
your kids don't. How many of y'all kids know about mice running through the house? Do they know anything? How many of y'all kids know about water, lights, and gas getting cut off? None of them know about that. How many of y'all kids know what it's like when you ain't got no money, can't go on a field trip? Anybody know what it's like not to have anything? No. Okay, so your children can't be like you because your children weren't raised like you. Although DNA is real and the blood is in their veins, they're not going to be anything like you. So you can't say, oh, he ain't got no hustle in him. He don't know how to hustle. He don't know how, you know why he don't know how to hustle? He don't know how to do what you knew how to do because he didn't have to. So the children nowadays, would you agree that a lot of them are messed up because they're what? They're sheltered.
By who though, Bird?
It has to be by y'all.
It's by the mother.
The father.
Who's raising
What
them?
kind of school did your son son go to?
My son went to private school his
Who
whole
paid
life.
for him to go to private school?
It's part of
pay for his-
it's partially our fault.
It's
too,
the
bro.
parent. Yes, thank
Okay,
you.
Dre,
You can't always blame the woman.
how can it be the man's fault if he wasn't even there?
You know,
But I'm saying if you're there, you were there with one. Okay, you was there with one of your
Yeah.
daughter.
Okay,
let
let me ask you a question, Dre. Let's just use your daughter. 'Cause I remember when she was a little bitty. I remember you was a married man.
Mm-hmm.
If you and your ex-wife, I believe that's your first wife, right?
Mm-hmm.
If you and your first wife would never ever ran into whatever issues y'all had for y'all to separate,
Mm-hmm.
do you think your daughter life would have been better or worse?
I think it would have been better.
Okay, that's all I'm saying, Bar.
better.
When a man stays in the house,
Because the
it's
structure
better.
stays there.
The structure,
right.
I understand that, and
discipline.
the structure and the discipline stays there. But what I'm trying to say too is that you always blame the mother, but when
Because she's there.
but when the children become sheltered and you protect your kids, am I right? You protect.
No, I do not protect
Like
my
boy,
kids.
different. Boy, listen. Boy, I done saw him by the kids like when they was young, like the what's that thing? The 4-wheelers and bikes and with the motors on it. And I be like, man, you gotta learn.
I throw him out there,
That's his
Bart.
thing. I'm like, man, he
But
might break his arm. Like he
to
gotta
a
learn.
certain degree, his children are still sheltered.
They shelter
Not
far.
from
They
him.
shelter. They
He's
shelter
been bald,
far
he's
as the bad experiences in life. But see, they don't need to experience the bad shit in
No,
life
they don't.
in order to be. Bart, I'm gonna tell you this: if you was at the mall, and a white person was shopping, and a black person walked up and socked another black person, knock him unconscious, you just dramatified. Well, that white person that witnessed that, they need to go to see a counselor. You fucked them up. But to you, it was nothing. A nigga just got his ass beat. So your level that you experience in life as far as drama is here. I'm telling you, my kids is here with the white people. Because it's not normal for my kids to see people get shot. It's not normal.
So who teaches your children the value of money and how to spend money?
Me.
You teach. Okay.
You know why? Because I had to learn. I was a millionaire at 30 years old and fucked the money up. Spent it all. You know why? Because I said, you know what? Dre, you remember I bought your Rolex. When you get a Rolex, that's a symbol of the neighborhood. You made it. I made it. I got the money. I won. Walk away from the game. Remember I walked away, Dre? Thought I won. But I kept spending like I was in the street. Nobody told me when you stop making the money, you got to change your lifestyle.
You gotta change your lifestyle.
There you go. You had to learn. I learned from failure. Once I got a little something back, I said, well, I'm finna mash the fuck out of this. So now I tell my kids, it ain't never about the money. As black people, we've been tricked. Is go get the money. No, you get the assets. Money is good for buying assets. When a person say, well, how much is you worth? They never say how much money you got in the bank. They want to know you worth through your assets. You own 10, 15 houses. That would make you worth millions.
Right.
So back to we got off track a little bit, but back to is a woman a safe bet to be a head of a household? Absolutely not. And it goes back to me, they make terrible parents. You know what I'm saying? They're terrible at raising boys. History proved that. It's not me talking. History proved that. The females go up and be similar to their mama. And back from when I was coming up, a lot of them females was hoes. You remember Drake? They was bustos.
Yeah,
Let's keep it real.
That's true.
We went through some bustos.
That's
They
true.
somebody's mama today.
That's true.
I'm not bullshitting.
They ain't
But now
true.
they want to sit up here and try to tell me what I should be. You can't listen. I lived it. I seen it. I watched women sit up here go tell a man when she want a new outfit, I'm pregnant. I watched the games. I watched how a woman sit up here gave a man some vagina because she was short on her rent. I watched it. It's all games.
Yeah, it's just survival. They
went in survival mode. Women go in survival mode, and you can't teach a man how to be a man in survival mode.
Yeah.
That got to be taught to me. You can't teach me social skills on how to deal with another man. Men teach that. Listen, man, you tell a man something one time. Next time, it ain't the same way you told him the first time. The third time, you go upside his head. That's how men talk and teach the boys. You're going to say, well, what happens? What happened, sweetie? Oh, well, did you talk to the teacher? Well, next time I'm going to come up there. You keep saving them. You're trying to save this child. Women save the children. They thinking it's the best thing to do, but they fuck them up. They thinking because they saving this grown-ass man, you doing something, you're fucking them up. So if you come in with your 200,000, sweetie, here go, you going to give him allowance. Because he going to have some Jordans on. You got a nigga staying at home, he going to have some Jordans, he going to have a video game, and he's playing the fuck out that video game all day. I say, if I was a woman and I had a vagina, I ain't fucking with them type of niggas. If you even own the video game, I'm not fucking with you. Because I don't understand why a grown man want to waste his time playing a video game when you can be sitting up here being productive, doing something that count.
I ain't gonna lie, like, I ain't had a PlayStation in, man, probably about 15 years. I used to get them, and, like, that used to be, like, we used to sit in the trap. We in the trap, bedding, you know what I mean? That's to keep you occupied to the custo coming and all that. But then as I started making more money, got older, I started, playing the video games. I'd be up 2-3 days fucking around. And when I go to sleep, I crash. Well, my phone ring and I'm missing all types of money. So I got rid of the video games. I say that shit is a distraction from taking care of priorities, responsibility. If you can be up 10, 12 hours a night playing a video game, you can be at a second job. You can be hustling. You can be doing this, and that. It take you off your grind. So I don't feel like, I got, all my brothers got video games. I know a bunch of partners got video games. Say no knock to none of them. But I just feel like that time you spending on them games, you can be putting some plays together, making some money, doing some other shit. So
what's your think about a woman being head of the household? Because I done seen women buy their dudes video game just to please them.
Well, first off, I don't feel like a man should be submissive. That disqualifies him as being a man. And a woman being the head of the household, if that's how they shit set up, that's what it is. I just don't feel like it works for me, being the man that I am and being who raised me. I was raised by real men that took care of the hood, not just they family, the hood. So I view shit different. Now you got some people that's cool with being home and doing, little bullshit, and while they wife go out and work and come back and, spoon feed them little bits and pieces. That shit just don't sit right with me. And pretty much, I know a few motherfuckers, but them ain't the motherfuckers I would call and hang out and party with. If you not a man, you probably much not in my circle. You see what I'm saying? So if a woman is the head of the household, that ain't probably nobody I hang with.
And I don't think it's a healthy household. I don't think a woman is capable with a man present, a so-called man present. I don't think it's no way possible that man got peace. Because in the back of her mind, she thinking, I'm taking care of you, nigga. That's what she thinking. Shut the fuck up. I'm taking care of you. Just if she taking care of her child. She go think, that's what, nigga, wrong. You only got an opinion when I give it to you.
That's wrong.
Yeah, that's terrible. He's still a man. If he got up and knocked his woman fronts out, he'll be wrong.
You just said he was. Y'all just said it.
What I'm saying is the way she treat him is wrong. I'm talking about the consequences that comes from a woman making more money is going to be harmful to a man. He will not be settled, never. He won't have no peace in that house. Ain't nothing he can do that's right. She ain't gonna never come home and say, you know what, baby, you did a good job. She gonna come back, why dinner ain't ready? You know what, the kids ain't even clean. You ain't vacuuming this floor. She always got something to say. You can be an awesome man that do everything. A woman is still not enough for her. She gonna find something. You know what, nigga, yeah, you cleaned the whole house, but you forgot to fix the leak in the drain.
I agree.
It's going to always be something. I tell my son, don't even try to please a woman. Just do what you think is best. Because if you try to please her, you fall short. Think what that does. Think what it does to you when you say, you know what, I gave so much. I really tried. She ain't even acknowledged what I did. Men like to be told, baby, you did good. I appreciate you. Women don't do that. Women don't pat me on the back and say, good job. I worked for several women. I never in my life, besides my mama, told me, I appreciate you or good job. Women don't do that. They want to bash a man. You know what, girl? This nigga ain't shit. I'm finna go here and I'm finna cuss his ass out. That's how they talk. I'm finna cuss his ass out. That to her, that's a highlight. Women high-five each other off that type of shit. This is your man.
You want me to drive you, girl?
Yeah. You know what, girl? That nigga bet not have done this. You know what? I'm gonna beat his ass. They threaten niggas. I sit up here and seen chicks haul off and hit niggas. Hold on, baby. He gotta restrain her. I'm not restraining shit. You hit me, I'ma wire your shit. I think men should always be men. You hit who hit you. You know, you respect who respect you. That's how life should be. But see, I think women are so privileged right now where they just don't feel that they have a place. You can't even call a woman fat. If she's 260 pounds, 250 pounds, she fat. That's the size of an NFL running back. She's a big chick.
Oh, man.
So we have to watch what we say all the time. They can come in and say whatever. Nigga, you ain't shit, nigga. You a disappointment. Nigga, you got a little penis. What? Soon you sit up here and say anything. You know what? Your PU stank. Oh! You don't understand what women go through. Our PU. You gotta watch everything you say, and I'm just saying, I'm done with that. I got something for anything a woman say. I gotta come back because I plan for the bullshit. So my kid's mama, we ain't together. She still call me, nigga. This is how she talk to me, nigga. You need to do this for your kids. Listen, my kids is 18 and 16. I don't have no little kids. Matter of fact, get the fuck off my phone, and if they want something, they will call me. That's how you do that. I don't have to sit up here and kiss ass no more. And you remember Barb Andre. I kissed ass for a long time. But I won. I got to be in my kid's life. I got to see them every day. I bought them 3-4 sets of cell phones. Sometimes she just throw them in the garbage. They too young for cell phones. How's I'm gonna communicate with my kids? I gotta call you every time to talk to my kids. This is the type of control women want. They want control over you through the kids. I don't want to call your cell phone to talk to my son. Why? I pay the bill. She say, fuck that. Put him in the closet. Once you got a contract, you still got to pay that bitch. They don't care about that. So now I wait 2 more years. Get them another phone. That's why they fucked up, because I need to talk to them. I ain't buying them a cell phone so they can be on the internet. I know that's going to come with it, but I need to make sure they all right. Sometimes she might be with a nigga. She don't even answer her phone call when she with a nigga. I still worry about my kids.
Exactly.
But they don't see it like that. So, for me, as a woman, should a man fall under woman's structure? It's an absolutely no. To me, he's not a man. He's a mama's boy and probably a lot of other things. He just can't find his own way. This woman making some good money, so he go ride her coattail. So he's picking up a woman trait. That's a woman trait to do whatever it takes to survive. He's going to survival mode.
I think he's confused. So I agree with you. I don't feel like a man should be up under a woman's umbrella, being pretty much a housewife, flunky, or none of that. It's like you're just a sheep. You go and say and do what she wants you to do. So this is a no for me.
For me, hey, it is what it is. If the rule can apply to a man, and it can apply to a woman. And if he's willing to play the game and be treated that way, then it's nothing wrong with it. I don't see no way of anybody being in control, taking advantage of anybody, or being disrespectful, because men have done it. Not all men, but men have done it to women for many, many years. Degraded women, made women feel worthless, made women feel like when they didn't make $1, you nothing without me. What would you be? How could you take care of your kids? Many of women have stated that, oh, I have nothing. What I got without him. Without him and his income, I can't survive. So I don't see it like that. And I also disagree on the fact that women are the worst parent. I think that women are nurturers. I think women can learn and pick up better skills on how to raise children. But far as parenting, I think both just do the best that they can do. That's my opinion.
Okay, in closing, I'm gonna just say, Google who's the best single parent, men or women, and why. Learn
and
from
also
yourself.
remember, men just started becoming single parents too. Learn your history. Keep it
Moving
real.
the goalposts. But you find out for yourself.
That's right.
I just throw the information
And
out
don't
there.
always agree.
And
with
whatever
what
the
people
information
say.
it come back on what it was before I even started talking. So, conversation with OGs, like, subscribe,
share.
share.
Peace.
Peace, we out.